and welcome to this Yoga for Confidence video. We will be working on some balancing poses to help build up our confidence and also keeping our heart and our chest open, as I'm sure you're aware that when we're not feeling confident, we tend to slump down and in. And we'll also be working on our gaze by looking up towards the ceiling or towards the sky to help instill this idea of confidence. So let's come to stand at the top of the mat, bring the feet underneath the hips, and then we're going to start in mountain Tadasana pose. And when I say stand tall and proud, often what can happen is we puff the chest up. So think about drawing your lower ribs in slightly, shoulders away from the ears, hands powerfully reach down towards the floor. We'll close the eyes here. And with the eyes closed, start to think about how you're breathing. And just see if you can maybe bring a little bit of confidence into your breath. So by that I mean breathing a little bit deeper, breathing for a little bit longer. Maybe you're also feeling like as you inhale, you're rooting down through the feet and growing out tall through the crown of the head. Feeling the front ribs, the side ribs and the back ribs expand as you inhale and contract as you exhale. Remind yourself to lengthen through the front of the body just as much as you are the back of the body. We'll take another few breaths here. And then simply bring the hands together at heart center. Reminding yourself as you move today on your mat to look after your body and any injuries or any other ailments you may have. Keep with that confident breath in and out through the nose, slightly deeper than normal. And then gently tuck the chin, blink the eyes open, hands down either side of the body. So we'll take a nice easy movement and a little bit of balance to start with. So as we inhale, we're going to reach the arms up and come to stand on your tippy toes. Exhale, bring the arms back down, hands down either side of the hips. Continue this movement with the breath. So inhaling to reach up, lift the heels. Exhale to come down. Maybe challenge yourself as you inhale to start walking the eyes up the wall towards the hands. Exhale, come down. Final one here. Inhale, lift up. Maybe looking up slowly. Exhale, heels drop, eyes come back down again. Lovely. So, keeping the feet underneath the hips, we'll come into a nice gentle chair pose. So hands together at heart center. And Utkatasana, chair pose. Belly draws in as you shine your heart forwards. Don't shy away into yourself here. Take another big breath in, and then we're going to lower to the floor. So you can use the hands as much as you wish. You can also lift your heels up as you come down if you need to. Hands or no hands, we're going to end up on the back. So you can join me without the hands, or use your hands to slowly lower yourself down to your back. Or then hold on to either the back of the thighs or reach our arms forwards. And we're going to start to rock forwards and backwards here. This is one of the most dynamic ways to move your core, and it's quite nice to give the back a massage as well. So continue this movement and see if you can match your movement to your breath. Inhaling, moving in one direction, and exhaling, moving in the other direction here. Go for a couple more here. And then the next time you come up, you're going to stay up here in seated. Move your bottom back and bring your feet and your legs into a child's pose position. So knees out wide, toes untucked. Sit back on the heels, but keep your shoulders on top of your hips here. Hands out in front of you, shoulder distance wide. Try not to slump forwards, okay? Try and actively press the floor away, shine your heart. Or take a cat-cow movement here. So, as you inhale, imagine you're pushing down with your fingers and pulling back towards your knees. As you arch your chest forwards, your spine forwards, and then as you exhale, drive the fingers down and away from you, round through the spine. 4 more here. Inhale, pull the fingers towards the knees, heart moves forwards. Exhale, push the floor away, round through the spine. Inhaling forwards, and then exhaling back. Let's go for 2 more here. Still energizing through the arms here. Final one. And then come back to center, bring the knees underneath you. Come up to a tabletop position. And then we're going to send it into a down dog. So make sure your feet are about hip distance wide. Tuck the toes and then lift up and just pedal the feet out here. 1 heel down to the floor at a time as you reach your chest back towards your thighs. Take another moment here. And then come to stillness in your down dog with a nice soft bend in the knees to lengthen the tail to the sky. We're going to inhale, reach up so you're standing on your tippy toes. Bend your knees gently as you push your chest back. Look forward, step the right foot to the top and then the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, come out of your tortoise shell, keep your collarbones open. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, arms out wide, lift the chest, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands down, heart center. And we're going to take it into a few lunge salutations here. So let's bring the feet hip distance wide. Find your tall Tadasana, making sure lower ribs are in here, shoulders draw away from the ears, fingertips are even active here as well. Big inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, arms out wide or through center as you fold to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Step your left leg back, bring the left knee to the floor. Inhale, push the floor away, lift up here into your low lunge, and we'll hold it here for a moment. So rather than thinking about leaning forwards and sinking into your low lunge, let's find some strength and some confidence by pushing down through the front heel, lengthening through the sides of the body to reach our arms up. We'll then bring the hands down to the floor, lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale here, and then again lift the heels, bend the knees, press the chest back, look forwards. Your left foot comes to the top of the mat, drop your right knee down. Again, we're confidently going to be pushing through our feet. So inhale, lifting up here, reach those arms up overhead as you ground down through your front heel, lengthen through both sides of your waist. 1 more breath in, hands down to the floor, and then we'll step back into a downward facing dog. Take an inhale in down dog, and again lift the heels. We're going to keep the heels lifted, keep the knees straight, tuck the chin, roll forwards into your plank pose. So remember, when you roll forwards, don't let the hips come too low. Keep the hips up and the belly drawing in. Bring the knees down, untuck the toes, look forwards, lower down towards the floor. Roll the shoulders back, elbows in, bottom squeezes gently as you lift up to cobra. Lower down to the floor, tuck the toes, draw the belly in, push to all fours, back, downward facing dog here. 3 confident breaths. So find that lovely breath that's a little bit deeper than normal, that just helps to energize the body. Final inhale here, final exhale. Then lift the heels, bend the knees, look forwards, right foot steps to the top of the mat, and then the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, fold, tuck the chin. Inhale, arms sweep wide as the chest rises and the arms come up overhead. Hands down, heart center here. Same thing on the other side. So begin in mountain, there's no rush here in yoga. Take your time to ground yourself, find your feet before we begin. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands out wide or through center and down towards the floor, tucking the chin. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands down, step your right leg back, drop the right knee to the floor. Again, confident low lunge, push the floor away, lift up here. Maybe this time your eyes start to walk up the wall in front of you as you look up towards the sky here. Squeeze the inner thighs together to help with your balance. And then hands down to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Take a nice breath in through the nose. Exhale out. Inhale, lift your heels away from the floor. Bend the knees, press the chest back. Look forwards and bring your right foot to the top of the mat, left knee down. Inhale, push the floor away, reach up here. And again, you can start to walk your eyes up towards the sky if you wish. Take another big energizing breath in. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Lift the back knee back to downward facing dog once again. Take a nice breath in here. Exhale, lift your heels, keep the knees straight, tuck the chin, roll forwards into your plank pose here, and then you'll pause for the inhale, straighten, lengthen through the back of the neck as you look forwards. Knees down, keep the collarbones open, toes untuck as you lower to the floor. Inhale, roll the shoulders, squeeze the elbows in as you lift to a gentle cobra. Lower down here, tuck the toes, belly in away from the floor, and push to all fours. Back, downward facing dog, finding 3 confident, smooth, and long inhales and exhales. One more breath here. And then you'll lift the heels on an inhale, bend the knees, look forwards, left foot steps to the top of the mat, and then the right foot meets it. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Inhale, arms out wide, lift your chest, reach up. Bring the hands down, heart center here. And then making sure that your feet are still underneath your hips. We're going to take a mild standing back bend. So bend your knees slightly, and if you squeeze your bottom, your tail will tuck under a little here. So keep that bum engaged, knees slightly bent. Hands at heart center towards the sternum. From here, we're going to inhale, push the heart up into the thumbs as you start to gaze up towards the sky. So you'll notice that I'm not trying to lean back, I'm trying to lift up here, lifting with the sternum, with the chest. Maybe you'll close the eyes here, sending shoulders away from the ears. Take one more final inhale. Exhale, lift up through center. Lovely. Feet stay where they are. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, through center, down towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, length, and come out of your tortoise shell. Bend the knees, plant your hands, and step into a plank pose here. Confidently take an inhale in plank, looking slightly forwards. Knees down, don't cave the chest. Lower to the floor. Untuck the toes, elbows in, bottom squeezes, lift up, cobra. Lower down once again, tuck the toes, push through all fours, downward facing dog from here. Let's inhale, send the right leg to the sky. You can point or flex the toes, whichever you wish. Knee in towards the chest, step the foot to the top of the mat. Warrior two, so back heel down, front knee bent, open up into your warrior two position here. Reaching the hands away from one another. We're going to take a little bow and arrow movement here. So, your left hand, you're going to inhale, reach that left hand up and over. Imagine you've taken an arrow, you're placing it in your bow. From here, grab a hold of your bow, straighten your right leg, pull back, open up. Inhale, bend your right knee, left arm comes overhead. Try not to lean forwards with the torso. Keep the torso high, just the left arm reaches forwards. Pull back, straighten the front leg. Inhale, round, bend the right knee. Exhale, pull back here. Two more. Inhale, round, bending into the right knee. Exhale, pull on that left arm. Final one. Inhale, reaching up and over. Exhale, pull back. Keep your front leg straight. Left hand to the left thigh. Right hand flips. And you're going to take your back bend here, side bend. Try not to dump weight into your left hand. Just try and reach through your right hand, draw the belly in on an inhale. Exhale, lift back up. Bend through your front knee. Hands down to the floor. Lift the back heel and step into a downward facing dog. On your next breath in, reach your left leg to the sky. Point or flex the toes. Bring the knee underneath you, step to the top of the mat. Back heel comes down. Inhale, open up into your warrior two position here. Grounding down through your feet to feel super confident, ready for your bow and arrow. So, we're going to take our arrow from behind, so reach that arm all the way up and over and forwards. Exhale, pull back with your right arm as you straighten your left leg. Inhale, bend into your left leg, right arm reaches forwards. Exhale, pull back. Inhale to move forwards. Exhale, pull back confidently. Two more. Inhale forwards. Exhale, pull back. Inhale forwards. Exhale, pull back. Release that back hand backwards. Right hand to the right leg. Left hand flips. Reverse triangle here. Now you can start to look up towards your top hand if balance allows, to help think about instilling a little bit more confidence. Draw the belly in as you come back to your warrior two. Bring the hands down to the floor here and step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in down dog. Breathing out. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, push your chest back. Looking forward, step the right foot to the top, then the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, out of the tortoise shell. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, arms wide, lift the chest, reaching up here. Hands down, heart center. And let's take that standing back bend again. So, feet underneath the hips here. Soft bend in the knees, bum is engaged, belly is drawing in too. Hands to the sternum or the heart. And then from here, push your chest into your thumb. So you are lifting your hands with your chest. Stay here or maybe close the eyes. Think about lifting up rather than just bending backwards here. It's supposed to be a mild back bend. We're trying to instill our confidence. We want to be able to breathe deeply still. Take one more breath in. Exhale, belly in. Come back to center here. And we'll take a little balance from here. So you can stay at the top of your mat. I'm just going to turn so you can see. Feet underneath the hips. We'll take a tree pose. So we're going to press into our right foot. So lift your right toes up. Spread them wide and press them into the floor. Hands on the hips to begin with. Bring your left heel onto the inside of your right leg. Big toe touches the floor. Or maybe you can bring it under the knee. Or maybe you can bring it over the knee. It's just personal preference. Wherever you are, push the leg and the foot together. So if I don't push, I stay in this position. If I push, I can grow a little bit taller. Wherever you are, let's bring the hands to heart center. Look at something that's not moving to help you with your balance. Find your confidence here through that controlled breathing. And then if you wish, reach your arms up. And then, if you want a little bit more, start to walk your eyes up the wall, maybe gazing up between the hands as you lengthen through the sides of the body here. Keep with that confident breathing in and out. Arms out wide, foot to the floor, shake the leg off there. Nice. And then we'll take it the other side. Good job. So, feet hip distance wide. Press into your left foot. So spread the toes, pressing down to the floor. You'll bring the right foot in. You'll bring it underneath the knee, or you'll bring it over the knee. Bring the hands to the hips. And again, we could just chill out here, but we want a bit of confidence and we want to stand tall. So push foot and leg together. You'll find you'll get much taller. Hands together at the heart center. You are welcome to stay here or reach your arms up, maybe even starting to look up once again. And just notice that twitching of the left ankle as it responds to the physical demands of the body. This is a good thing that when we're moving like this, the body is learning how to hold you in this position. One more breath in. Exhale, arms out wide. Bring the foot down towards the floor. Shake the leg out. Good job. We're going to come into a Malasana squat. So, feet about mat distance wide with the toes turned out slightly here. Bring the hands together. We're going to lift the heels as we come into our Malasana. So, inhale, reach the arms up, lift the heels. Exhale, hands through heart center, sit down into your Malasana here. You can have the heels raised if you would prefer, or if you want to pause the video, then you can also roll up the top of your mat, making a little ridge for your heels so that you can start to allow them to relax down to the floor. Now we are all in some sort of Malasana, dropping the bum down, not caving in, but thinking confidently about broadening the chest, lengthening the spine here. Find that confident breath we started with. You know it's there, you've practiced it. 3 of them here, please. And just see if you can focus more on the sides, the front and the back of the ribs, expanding and contracting as you inhale and exhale here. We'll release the hands to the floor. Start to lift your bottom and press into your hands. Step back into your plank pose here. Take an inhale in plank. Remember, look forwards confidently. Knees down to the floor, elbows in, come down to lie on the belly, untuck the toes. Let's take it into a Sphinx pose. So we slide the arms forwards and create this L shape with our forearms here. So the shoulders are on top of the elbows, wrists in line with elbows. Fingers spread wide. Confidently press the top of the feet down. Squeeze the bottom. Drive the forearms down into the floor as you shine your heart forwards. If you're used to taking Sphinx pose, I suggest imagining that you're pulling the mat back towards you. That just helps bring a bit more traction and a bit more of an ability to pull the heart through the arms. 2 more breaths here. And then elbows out wide, come down to the floor, make a pillow with the hands, gently rock the hips from side to side here. We're going to bring the hands either side of the ribs. So hug your little wings, your elbows in towards your body, tuck your toes, either push to all fours like we did before, or Kick through the heels so the knees lift. Draw the belly in. Look just slightly forwards. Keep everything tight as you push up in one straight line to plank. Give it a go. Well done. And then knees down to the floor. Come to, I beg your pardon, stay in this position, sitting on the heels here. We're not crossing the legs. So we're sitting back on the heels, nice and tall. We're going to take a twist. So we'll inhale, reach the arms up. And then you'll exhale, bring your right hand across your body. Okay, so right hand on top of left leg. From here, bring your left arm behind you. Now I'm going to turn so you can see. Rather than trying to place it on the floor and finding that you lean back, let's bring the back of the hand towards the lower back, or maybe you can wrap it round. The shoulder is down and away from the ear. Inhale confidently to grow tall. Exhale, twist from the belly button up as you just gently look over the left shoulder here. Take another breath in. Exhale, untwist, reach your arms up overhead. This time the left hand will come down to the right leg. Your right arm doesn't touch the floor. It's going to come towards the lower back with the palm facing away from you. If you can then wrap a little bit further round. And then confidently sit tall, inhale. Exhale from the belly button, start to twist and turn here. Take one more breath in. And then you'll then release the arms up overhead. Keep them here. We're going to take a little side bend. So from here, we'll bring the right hand to the floor. Start to lean over. Now try not to let the shoulder come up to the ear. Try and think about imagining there's a newspaper underneath your armpit here. Hug the newspaper in, so don't drop that newspaper. Left arm reaches up and over here. So this keeps the shoulder miles away from the ear, and there's a bit more strength as you try and hug the tricep in towards the body. Maybe inhale, look up confidently towards your hand or towards the sky, staying with that breath. Draw the belly in, come back through center. Left hand comes down this time. Rather than just simply rolling onto the left side, we're going to imagine again that we've got that newspaper under the left arm. Wrap the elbow in here. Soft bend in that elbow as the right arm reaches overhead here, taking that wonderful side stretch. Maybe again start to look up towards your hand or towards the ceiling. Take another inhale here. Draw the belly in, lift up through center. And then hands to the floor, cross the ankles and come back with the knees in front of you. We're going to lie down on the back. So allow yourself to come all the way down with the knees here. And let's just take a gentle rock from side to side. Nice and gently, side to side. And then let's find our Shavasana pose. So you're welcome to have the feet mat distance wide and the knees knocking in. Or you can straighten your legs out, but your hands are going to fall either side of your body. Close the eyes here. And just take a moment just to soften down into the mat. Allow the jaw to unclench. The eyes to roll back in the head. And now is the time just to allow that confidence that we've been brewing to wash over us. So now take the opportunity to find a slightly softer breath. We'll stay here for another couple more of those soft breaths. Feeling that confidence brewing within. And you're welcome to stay here in our Shavasana. We'll start to deepen the breath again. Feeling how the breath moves through the front, the sides and the back of the ribs. Starting to move the fingers and the toes here. Bring the knees in towards the chest. And keeping the eyes closed, slowly roll towards your right hand side. Using your left hand, gently push yourself up to seated. Legs crossed, hands together at heart center here. Again, reminding ourselves to sit confidently and tall here. Take a nice big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more inhale in and exhale out. Bring the hands over the eyes. Gently blink the eyes open. Bring the hands down. Thank you so much. I really hope that helped you on your journey towards feeling a little bit more confident. Please do check out any of my other videos and hit subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video. All your support means a lot to me, so thank you so much. See you soon. Bye bye.